This shoe with a review of the Jordan 40. For a size 9.5, it weighs about 475 grams. So it's like old school LeBron like brick like heavy shoe. The design is pretty bad. It feels like Russell Westbrook one take series kind of lazy takedown design, but there's a lot of inspiration taken from a number of Jordan models in the past. The wing logo here, the reflective 3M like the Jordan 5s, the Jumpman hand posing up here like the Jordan 12s. This little part is sort of like reminiscent of 15s and 20s. This air conditioning duct is kind of like the 14s. This not symmetrical little part kind of reminds you of the Jordan 5s, and the outsole pattern is kind of like the Jordan 20s but a little bit modified. Yeah, so yeah, you try to put everything in there and see what sticks, but I don't think that approach is working for you, Nike. You better do something a little bit different. So this two over $200 shoe feels like a much inferior option compared to like cheap, affordable, minimal setting shoes like Ja 1s. I'd rather buy Ja 1s than these. I'd rather get 3 Ja 1s than one Jordan 40s. For in terms of fit, if you see there's a lot of rubber vulcanizing around like a Converse shoe, so you can really, and this is really high above, really covering the mid sole area. So do not expect the shoe to expand as you wear this. This is a shoe that's gonna be fixed at this size, and it's not the most. It's not really tight, but it's not that forgiving either. Depending on the shape of your foot, I would advise if you go true to size or maybe half a size up. If you have a very narrow foot and you like a tight fit, maybe true to size or half a size down. But overall, there's no crazy dead space, so the fit and lockdown is pretty decent. Again, the air conditioning doesn't work. It's very leathery, very stuffy. It's very hot, not well ventilated. But there's no chafing anywhere. It's like well cushioned all around, well padded all around. So that's one advantage it has compared to the 39s. The 39 had some bits and pieces right next to the tongue where it like really dug into your skin when you laced it up tight and played in them, unless you're wearing really, really thick socks around your ankles. So that's one little upgrade. And the lace loops, they're very tight, and there's a lot of friction there. It's very abrasive. So when you pull the lace loop up, you can hear the sound working. It's like really, really, can you hear that? When you need to pull it back, it's like, yeah, it's not very forgiving. So the good thing is once you tighten it up, it really locks into place nicely. But when you try to unlace them, you're gonna have to pull them from their locked state. So it goes both ways. It's strange. And because of that huge abrasion there, I have a feeling some shoes, these parts, the lace loops might wear out pretty fast compared to other conventional shoes and lace loops. Yeah, heel lockdown is okay. There's no crazy heel slippage, but look at this crazy little accessory. These bling blings. I wish they got rid of it and made this into a lighter shoe. I feel like I'm going through a workout while I have this shoe lifted above my shoulders, and to display it to you, it's really, really heavy. Even these days, the LeBrons are getting lighter, but this is going to like the 2010 LeBrons, like really, really, 2000 LeBrons, maybe really heavy. So the Zoom X foam and the Zoom Strobel, they made it sound like it's going to be a big deal or an upgrade, but no. It's an inferior version of the 39s, in my opinion. It just feels like a decent padded shoe with really thick insole. You don't feel the Zoom, you don't feel the Zoom X. If you were to blind test this, you would say, oh, is this some kind of an Adidas shoe with some really thick insole? That's how it feels like. So it kind of defeats the purpose of having the Zoom Strobel, which is great. If you try any other shoe with Zoom Strobel, it feels better than this. So the 39s, some people criticize maybe the Zoom Air shouldn't be at the bottom, but even with the bottom loaded setting, because the 39s are so much thinner and lower to the ground, but it does show a good combination of the Zoom X and the Zoom Air working in tandem. It feels much better than this. outsole pattern, yeah, the traction is pretty good. It's a little bit of a throwback and a nod to the Jordan 20, but they kind of made some upgrades to add some nodules around, so it's less dust sensitive and it's more tacky. The patterns are really good. I think the only saving grace for the shoe is like good traction pattern. Other than that, the price point, the lazy one-take design, and all this tech that's stuff in there, but you don't feel it's like, I don't know, it's when it comes to cooking, you just put something light like aglio olio pasta, just olive oil, garlic, and it's the flavors there. And then you try to get fancy and put I don't know, like pander gallbladder or whatever, then you think it's gonna taste fancy, but it doesn't. Here's what you got.